I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Los Angeles.
And they won't play each other after this game. And after losing the first one to these guys, you know they want revenge.
Going winless against any team is not easy. Your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
Kept alive. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Doubled by O'Neal. Outside Reddish. From deep, Johnson. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
So it's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. And here's Curry for three. And again, the Lakers, no good. Pass to O'Neal. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Shaquille O'Neal doing his own version of rim testing. Pressure testing that rack. Man, what strength.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Make some noise.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Hachimura outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Here's Hachimura. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Johnson. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. That's good on the jumper.
Assisted by Magic Johnson.
Here's Indiana. 4-point game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed. Is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Left side O'Neal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And the Pacers making a change here. Lakers on D, trailing by 2.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path.
And here's Johnson. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Pass to Curry. There's the triple. knocks it down from distance.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Here's O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 5 points.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by Johnson.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Takes a step back. Curry with it. Siakam covering. Here's Reddish. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Indiana leading. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Goes back up. The Lakers with a rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's Indiana's ball. They trail by 1. And here's Siakam for 3. Connects from downtown.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Graham, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Reddish, averaging around 6 a game. Now here's Curry. Fires from deep. The rebound by Turner. Here's Mathurin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
.32 seconds left in the first quarter. Siakam looking it over. Clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Siakam's got 5 points.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Down low. Hachimura. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Indiana ahead, leading by 4. Don't go.
The Lakers, 13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Ryan?
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. And one opportunity.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league. You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Indiana leading by 7. Nembhard outside. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Nembhard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Kennard on the wing. Back to Green. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
And the basket by Halliburton.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Changes here for the Lakers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Johnson with it. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Now Curry. He's got 5. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Halliburton goes. And a nice finish on the layup. Halliburton's got 7 now in this quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Siakam. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And the three-pointer goes.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Mathurin. It's hauled in by Reddish. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Wolf. Launches it. It doesn't go for him.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now Halliburton. Turner with it. For 3. It's hauled in by Reddish.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Curry. He has 7. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Shepherd. And he parries his first look.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
On the wing, Curry. Oh, and Turner with a block. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Substitution for your Pacers. Barry Neesmith. Andrew Nembhard.
1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Johnson. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A minute 15 left to play in the half. Inside. Jackson gets the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 11.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Outside Curry. Lets a floater go. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Turner. Off target from outside. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's Wolf. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. He has 7. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
And he nails the third.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
To the middle. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's Curry. To the inside. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 8 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the basket by Halliburton.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside Curry. Here's Wolf. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Outside Reddish. The three-pointer off the mark. Pacers leading by 8. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
He does not look very comfortable at the line. This very well could be Shaquille O'Neal's kryptonite.
Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. The 3 from Curry. O'Neal pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there.
And putting his athletic ability to work. I mean, Mathurin comes in hot on the drive and lifts off for the slam.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Los Angeles making a change here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. They swipe it. Pulls up for three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels in running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Both teams trying to impose their will right now.
Yeah, and the slams just keep getting better and better.
Certainly feels that way. I mean, neither one of these teams wants to back down.
Hayes with a screen. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Walker. The Lakers with a rebound. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Curry. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition. Indiana on offense. They're on a 12-4 run to the paint. Here's O'Neal. Some solid defense from Hayes. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Curry's shot is off. Halliburton for three. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A deep three. O'Neal pulls it in.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Halliburton outside.
Minutes remaining in the third.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Thomas misses in close. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Back to Green. Puts up a three. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana on offense. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Woo, scary thought.
Pass to Green. Back to Thomas. Shot to stop the run. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Thomas has gotten himself on the board with a three there. Siakam with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Siakam, no good. Lakers trail by 17. Thomas, left side. The shake. And the layup is good. Thomas has got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to... Kennard. Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. O'Neal pulls it in. Launches it from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. He's been productive. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Indiana leading by 15. There's a screen by Turner. And it's McConnell on the drive. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Turner. Oh, a denial. And they're able to recover. Lakers trail by 15. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Wolf. Outside Johnson. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game.
As the game has worn on, I mean, they've had real trouble protecting the rock.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Curry. Can't cash it in from close range.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And here's Curry for three. Hits a three-pointer.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Pacers leading by 12. Pass to Shepherd. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Wolf. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Curry. Can't get it to drop.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Nembhard. There's a screen by Turner. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Not sure which it's been since halftime. Either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has just turned up.
Here's Wolf. Turner covers. There's a screen. Pulls it from the corner. Indiana with a rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Three-pointer Mathurin. It's hauled in by Wolf. Lakers trail by 14. Curry with it. Picked up by Mathurin. The Lakers with another miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Curry with a steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here.
Substitution for your Pacers. Shaquille O'Neal. Tyrese Halliburton.
Left side Curry. Down low. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Assisted by.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Pass to O'Neal. Drives to the hoop. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Defensive foul.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. But it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's Wolf. The kick out, Curry. Here's Wolf. 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. Outside Johnson. Sinks the tray.
Magic Johnson.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw no good.
At the line for Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's good on the second. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
To the inside, O'Neal.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to O'Neal. Down it goes. And a great assist. By Halliburton. O'Neal's got 9 points here in the second half. Curry with it. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Yeah, the handles on Curry are insane. There's nothing he can't do with the ball in his hands.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A big group substitution here for Indiana. There's a minute 12 left to the fourth. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul of the game. Three-pointer, Halliburton.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pacers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
Yeah, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the chart. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Wing shot on the way. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
From deep three-point range. Can't connect. So Indiana wins it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks.
Be with you.